Okay, it is that time of year again. It is the Sephora sale, and as a former Sephora employee, I have all of my recommendations of what you should buy and what you should skip. I am like super basic when it comes to base products. My favorite foundations for like medium coverage, I'll do like Charlotte Tilbury, Beautiful Skin. I wear 3 neutral skin tints, my go-tos. The Say Slip Tint in number 3, as well as the Rare Beauty, the Tinted Moisturizer. I wear shade, hello? 20W. For primers, I don't really have any big callouts. I've never tried any of like the big popular primers from Sephora, like Benefit or Milk. And my favorite primer, the Tarte Base Tape, they don't sell at Sephora anyway. For setting powders, I do love, again, very basic, the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder. You can tell how much I've used of it. And honestly, even as an oily girl, I really don't use setting powder super often anymore. I think it's just because now that I'm not in school, I'm not wearing makeup like for long continuous hours. Even when I worked at Sephora, I was an ops employee for a lot of my tenure there, so I'm not doing my makeup at 4 a.m. Okay, moving out of complexion, favorite bronzers has to be definitely very basic Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. I have light medium. It's a thinner, very natural formula, and so it's kind of easy to build on, and it kind of blends away into like a very kind of nice, subtle contour. I'm honestly not very big on bronzer and contour these days, so when I want something just very easy, very subtle, I always go to this. This I'm actually wearing today. This is when I want something a little bit more something on my face. I wear this mostly in like the summertime, springtime, when I want more of a bronze. I wear this shade Stoked. Moving on to the blushes as the sun starts to make itself known. Again, very basic option. I love the Rare Beauty blushes. These are two shades I've gotten in gratis over the years, and of course I bought a full shade of size of Grateful for myself. This is either Hope and Believe or Bliss and Believe. No, Hope and Believe. These are more like everyday shades on me, and even in these like tiny little samples, I've had these for a while, and I use it fairly often, and they have not run out, so can you imagine how long it's gonna take me to go through this guy? Obviously, Grateful is a much brighter, more intense shade on my skin tone, so I a lot of times will either have to be very careful with how much I put on here, or I'll cover it up with some Say Glowy Gel, which is coming up in the highlighter section. This is kind of like my fun, bright color, especially when we were all doing like that over blushed kind of look. Alrighty, moving on to highlighters. Since I just mentioned it, the Say Super Glowy Gel, love this, not just as like on its own liquid highlighter. Sometimes I'll just wear this on myself, like either by itself or on top of the glow screen for like extra glow. I do also have their Star Glow shade, which is the more bronzy shade. Honestly though, I haven't used this enough to really get a good sense of it, which is why I didn't mention it in the bronzer section. Moving on to powder highlighters, my 2 favorites have to be Haus Labs. I have the shade Golden Pyrite, although I haven't meaning to pick up more shades of this, so I might do that during the sale. And then once again, this Sephora recommendation make me realize how much I love Charlotte, because yeah, the Charlotte highlighter, love this. I have the shade Champagne Glow. And then honorable mention, I do also love the Fenty highlighters. The only thing is, they don't sell it currently as this like single pan guy. I picked this up in a kit like years ago, but they do normally sell these in a duo, but I've never tried the other highlighter that's in this duo. This is Hustler Baby, so I can't fully speak to the powder version of this highlighter like as it's currently being sold. Last but not least, my lip product recommendations. Haus Labs lip oil, the original ones, although I have been meaning to try the plumping lip ones because supposedly they're not irritating, and my lips are very sensitive to a lot of plumpers, so I definitely will want that on my wish list for the sale. But yeah, the original lip oils, very good, very juicy, very plumping, better than Dior. And then kind of an unsung hero, the Pat McGrath, the Lust glosses, particularly all like they're really like sparkly shades like these. If you like kind of like a sparkly gloss like what I have on today, this is actually Maybelline. It's not anything Sephora, but I do really love Pat McGrath's line of Lust gloss. This is a limited edition shade. This is from the Star Wars collab from a few years ago in Carnal Desire, but I think like Pale Fire Nectar is actually pretty similar to this. It's another basic entry Tarte, the Maracuja lip plump. This is the really viral one. Honeysuckle. Next, I don't know if they're discontinuing these, but I still really love the Patrick Ta, the Major Glow lip shines. Not the new plumping ones, because like I said, those are probably too intense for my lips, unfortunately, but the original lip shines, especially, like I said, the sparkly ones, because I love the sparkly ones. This is She's Expensive. Then YSL Candy Glaze. Very basic. I have the shade number 7. Yeah, like, I love using this on the go, although depending on where I am, I maybe shouldn't be whipping out a YSL lipstick. But I do really love this formula, and especially for a discount, I think it's worth checking out. Oh my god. I can't believe I was gonna end this video without recommending all of my Fenty gloss bombs. I have a ridiculous amount of these. I love them all. And now I get to keep them all in a collector's box, like so. Surprisingly, their plumping formula is not irritating. Well, it irritates me a little bit, but not to the point where it's like, I'm like screaming, crying, and throwing up and need to take it off immediately, like a lot of other plumping formulas. So if I had to recommend a few of these, a lot of these shades I have are limited edition, but I'm gonna tell you the shades that I'll recommend that are still available in the market. Like, for example, like Champ Stamp Fantasy. This used to be a limited edition shade, and I was so sad, but they did recently bring this back as a permanent one. Cookie Jar. Look, I mean, I do have hot chocolate, and I love hot chocolate as a shade, but if you want like a non-sparkly, just kind of slightly pigmented lip gloss, I would go with either this or Hot Cherry. It looks kind of scary in the tube, but honestly, it's a very slight tint. So if you want something without shimmer, that's another one. For shimmer, Lemon Lava actually really surprised me. I was kind of worried because I'm yellow toned, and sometimes gold flakes, depending on the hue of the gold, can kind of clash with my lips. But I really like this on me. And yeah, oh, if you want a plain lip gloss, Cold Hearted, like I said, at least for me, Fenty's, both of their hot heat formula and the ice formula are not irritating, so if you're also someone who struggles with that, this might work out for you. Oh my god, that was like so much all at once, but that was it. Let me know, are you going to be shopping the Sephora sale, and what would you like to see me pick up from the Sephora sale? Let me know, and I'll see you next time.